Hi, I'm Michelle PW, author of the best-selling Love-Based Business series that is designed to help you build a business you love and that loves you back. And you're watching Flip It, my show that helps you flip your perspective so you get everything you want in life and business. For more of an explanation of how this works, just check out my first episode. Today's topic, how do you know if you should quit? Have you ever heard the story of Sara Blakely, the first self-made woman billionaire who developed spandex? It took her years to get any momentum around her ideas and her business. Years. Let that sink in for a moment. For years, Sara was laughed at, called crazy, had the door slammed in her face, and told no. Over and over and over again. Day after day after day. For years. You know, when we first hear the stories about successful people and what they went through before they became a success, there's a temptation to gloss over the slog. The days and the weeks and the months and the years where success wasn't in sight, and all you can see in front of you is the work. And there is no guarantee the work will actually turn into the success we're hoping and dreaming and sweating and bleeding for. Sometimes success teases us. There's a story years ago about an author who found a publisher for his book. Hooray! This is a time when most writers crack open the champagne. Someone believes in them. Someone is taking a chance on their book. Fame and fortune and glory is right around the corner. Except, the book didn't sell well that first year. In fact, sales were so dismal, the publisher canceled the contract. So he managed to get the rights back and went back to shopping the book to other publishers. Day after day, week after week, month after month, doors were slammed in his face. He heard no, over and over and over again. Yet somehow he found the courage and the perseverance to still get out of bed, to still approach another publisher, even though he just heard no the day before, even though he had so much evidence of no's. And eventually, one of those publishers finally said yes. But the story doesn't end there, because it still wasn't an overnight success. Even after an American publisher picked it up, even after that big publishing company did a huge launch with full-page ads in all the major publications, it still took years before it finally became a success. And today, The Alchemist is one of the highest-selling books of all times. So what about you? You get up, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and sit down to write a blog post for a blog no one is visiting. Or maybe you attend yet another network event and walk away with 0 leads. And you've been doing this every day now for weeks, and the weeks have stretched into months. Your friends are telling you that you're wasting your time. Your partner has been dropping gentle hints that maybe you need to be doing something else, something more worthwhile with your time. Maybe something that's making you more money with your time. So how do you do it? How do you keep working on your business, not knowing that the actions you're finally going to take today are going to be the ones that finally break through for you? Or if it's going to take you another 6 months or even a year before you start seeing momentum in your business? Or do you? I think part of the problem is, how do you know if what you're going through is simply part of the process, or if you're completely on the wrong path and really need to quit? And the answer is, unfortunately, you don't. Not completely. Most of the time you're battling your self-doubt and your demons alone in the slog day after day. But I do think there are a few signs you can look for. Do you have any glimpses of success? Scott Adams, who is the creator of Dilbert, in his book How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big, said if you're on the right path, you will see a few signs. They may be small, but they'll be there. You will hear the occasional yes. People will tell you how much they love what you're doing. They'll be there. They may be small, they may be spread apart, but you'll see them. Is the universe helping you course correct? When I started a brand new blog, I thought I was doing everything I needed to make my blog as SEO friendly as possible. Well, I ended up having a conversation with someone about something completely different. And in the course of that conversation, she told me a key piece I had been missing. I went back, made the adjustment, and started to see improvement just a few weeks later. Now, it is important to note when I say I saw improvement, that doesn't mean I suddenly had hundreds of visitors from SEO. It meant that I definitely saw an uptick, and that has continued to grow. Course corrections can come in all sorts of ways. Maybe it's a post on Facebook or a link to a blog post that has precisely the information in it you've been looking for. Maybe it's an offhand remark someone says. The point is to stay open to what's being put in front of you. Or is the universe trying to send you in a different direction? One of my entrepreneurial friends was laid off 3 times over a period of 2 years. And as she drove home after the 3rd time, her stuff in a box next to her, she finally realized the universe has been trying to steer her away from a job and towards having her own business. It just took 3 times to get laid off before she finally figured it out. So basically, being open to the gentle suggestions, nudges, or cheering you on signs is the best thing you could do for yourself during this time. And just remember, when you've made it through the slog and you're standing on the other side, it will be your turn to tell your story and to help everyone else feeling lost in the slog. So how do you know if you should quit? That really depends on you and the signs you're seeing. If you like today's show, you may like my best-selling love-based business book, specifically my Love-Based Money and Mindset book. You can check it out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, and more. And help spread the word. Tweet it out. How do you know if you should quit? You decide. #ClipIt. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you may want to check out my lovebasedbizblog.com. I've got great articles and resources there to help you create a business you love and that loves you back. See you next time.